right, YouTube and everybody, what's going on? It's your boy SoraLifeStory, and we are back here for another video, and we're gonna get straight to it and straight to the point. You know what we're talking about today? We're talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, man, and we're just gonna jump right into it. These are my initial impressions. This is after calming down a little bit and just being able to, get to a space where we can like kind of talk about these things, because there was a lot of initial hype, and there still is a lot of hype for what is happening with the Nintendo Switch 2. But now that I've been able to kind of chill out, kind of go over the news, being on Twitter, going through a lot of discussion right now with everything that's going on, there's a lot of discussion, there's a lot happening, and I just want to talk about the Nintendo Switch Direct. So overall, my rating for the Switch 2 Direct, I'll say with everything and all of the considerations, it's about an 8 to an 8.5 out of 10 for me. It was a really good Direct. It was a really good showcase of games. It was a really good showcase of what's going on with the future of Nintendo. And I just had to be honest about that. I had to say, like, dude, I think we're in a good spot with what's going on with as far as the Switch 2. Something that really caught me off guard with the Switch 2. Honestly, overall, it's just a hardware capability. And I just want to go over how I felt about that. I like that they really, detailed the hardware. They really talked about what it is this hardware is. They talked about the magnets and how you connect the Joy-Cons. They showed that mouse functionality a lot, which is something I really like. It's something simple, but it's still innovative, and there's no other game console that's really implementing that into their controllers. They don't have controllers that do that. Yes, like you can put a mouse onto those consoles, you can put a regular mouse, but to implement it into the controller without you having to use more additional hardware is excellent, and I'm really looking forward to that. We got to see it working with one of my most anticipated games, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and that's just gonna move from that, because overall with the hardware functionality, Nintendo doesn't talk specs. They don't beef up the specs or anything like that. That's not something that they go very crazy about. So honestly, overall, it was that, and then it was the C button, which is basically the chat button. That's what the C button is. And so they showed us the game chat. They showed us how that works. They showed us the 4 frames per second video chat. But I also, like I was telling people, like I was saying in the chat, and like I was saying in my stream, we have to understand that everyone was screen sharing. Typically, even on something like Discord, unless you all have powerful PCs and stuff like that, if multiple people are screen sharing at once, it will be bad. So I think that is less to do with the Switch hardware capability and how it would be if just one person was sharing their screen. But with 4 people screen sharing, clearly it's not that good, but it works. And it works for Nintendo, and they want to use it for other games. They're showing it in Mario Party. They're showing it in all these other things. So I think that's great. But jumping right out of the gate, Nintendo jumped out of the gate with Mario Kart World. And let me just say, Mario Kart World looks great. I am a huge Mario Kart fan. I love Mario Kart. It's open world racing. It's basically Mario Kart Forza Horizon. And dude, that is incredible. That's actually kind of crazy. You get free roam, you can drive around the world, do whatever, or when you do Grand Prix, you do the races, then you have to drive to the next race. So it's almost like you're still in the race, but you're racing to the next race. And then how it works is, if you don't get to at least a certain position in the races, you automatically fail, so you're just kicked from it. So they're doing a lot of cool stuff with this game, and it looks exciting. 24 racers is gonna be crazy online. It's gonna be crazy in person with family and friends and stuff. That's just gonna, I don't think there's gonna be a full 24. I think it's still gonna be like 4 players, maybe locally. But especially, like, say you do like a Switch LAN party, if you can get 24 people together that have Switch 2s, that would be crazy. And this is definitely not what I was saying. This is not a cross-gen release. This is Switch 2 only, launch day. That is crazy. Launch day, literally the day it releases. And that's what I forgot to mention, the Switch 2 launch day, which is June 5th 2025, literally from this day, about 2 months away. So guys, get ready to pre-order, get ready to buy your Switch 2s, because They are here for you. You got this, man. I'm not gonna get one day one, and we'll get into that near the end where I start to rant more and stuff like that. But I wanted to really talk about a lot of the things that stood out to me the most. There were a lot of games there. There was a lot of third party there as well. But I'm really just talking about the games that stood out to me because Nintendo showed a lot of Nintendo exclusives. They showed the one wheelchair game that with the mouse functionality with the wheelchair and basketball. Looks okay, but not my cup of tea. I'm just be honest. I thought it was kind of whack. So not really excited about that. But Mario Kart World, very excited about it. Only issue, $80 digitally, $90 physically. Nintendo, what are you doing? I'm gonna rant about that later. That's gonna actually be a separate video because I'm just gonna talk about the direct, what I like about it, and all that here. That is what I'm talking about here. You will get a separate video on how I feel about everything else. Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion. Oh my gosh. I really cannot believe this game is getting a sequel. I never actually bought Daemon X Machina, so it's kind of crazy that I'm talking about the sequel and I'm excited for it. But I did play the demo, and I played the demo quite a lot, and the demo was very substantial demo at that. And I played so much of the Daemon X Machina. I think I put like at least 20 hours into the Daemon X Machina demo. And that was on my original Switch, which I don't have anymore. I have a Switch OLED now, and I haven't re-downloaded it on there. I just finished Tears of the Kingdom last night. I literally just finished Tears of the Kingdom last night in anticipation for this direct, and I'm gonna get into that. But Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion, we did not see much of it, but dude, the visual upgrade from Daemon X Machina to this sequel is insane. Dude, the Switch 2 has me so excited for the hardware capability of it. Like, it is insane that the Switch 2 is such a huge upgrade from the Nintendo Switch. It is a gigantic upgrade. Metroid Prime 4. I knew we were going to see it here. I thought we would get a release date for it here, but I don't think we are. I'm thinking, though, Metroid Prime 4 might either be Switch 2 launch title, and they might give the release date the next time we see another Switch 2 Direct, or Metroid Prime 2 is coming out. Metroid Prime 4 is coming out later this year, which understandable. But 4K 60 FPS quality mode and 1080p 120 FPS performance mode undocked on the handheld, 1080p 60 FPS quality mode, 720p 120 FPS performance mode on the portable handheld mode. That is insane. The Switch 2 itself, 7.9 inch screen, 1080p LCD, but here's the kicker, with HDR and 120 FPS. This screen is going to be even better than the Switch OLED screen. So many people are going to be having seats. So many people are going to be quiet about this screen because it is incredible the fact that this screen is that huge, is packing that much tech, and it's just insane how much tech is being packed in the Switch 2. I saw all these games and I was just like, man, like, this looks like I'm watching like a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 trailer or Xbox trailer. Like, the Switch 2 is about to get so much support, and I'm all here for it. Another big game that really just stole the show for me, the Dust Bloods by From Software. It's basically Bloodborne 2. It has the art. It has that Lovecraftian art. People are trying to say, oh, it's not Bloodborne 2. It's mostly the Sony fanboys because they hurt. But, bro, the game is basically Bloodborne 2. It's a multiplayer, player versus environment game. But you could probably even just play it single player. Just play it yourself. You could probably play it just like a regular From Software game. So I have no worries at all about this game. Here's the kicker, though. It's going to be exclusive to the Switch 2. So many people are about to buy Switch 2s just to play the Dusk Bloods. And that is going to be crazy. So it is really exciting to see what's going to be happening with this game. Like I said, it just has that Lovecraftian art style. It looks clean. It looks good. And honestly, to be having that alongside Elden Ring coming to the Switch, but then the Dusk Bloods being an exclusive is pretty insane. Um, and with Elden Ring coming, I have no doubt, no shadow of a doubt that Elden Ring Night Rain will also come to the Switch, and that's also a multiplayer focus game. So we'll be seeing what happens with there. Another game really stood out to me. Kirby Air Riders. Kirby Air Riders back. If you go and watch my live reaction to this Switch 2 Direct, please do, because I had some hype moments in there. I was getting pretty loud. I'm usually not loud when I'm recording in my booth here and just having a good time and enjoying that, but I had a really good time enjoying that. And Kirby Air Riders, when that popped up, and Masahiro Sakurai is directing it, and he's got his baby back and he's working on it, and we're finally getting it after not getting on the Wii U, after not getting on the 3DS, after not getting it on Wii, after not getting on Switch 1. We're finally getting that, and I can't wait, and I know it's gonna look incredible. So it was just more of a tease, and they just letting us know that it's here. They letting us know that Sakurai's coming out of retirement for it. So there we go. No Smash Bros yet, no Monolith Soft yet, but it is what it is. That was a huge announcement. Another huge announcement. We were all thinking 3D Mario. I was thinking 3D Mario. No, they're cooking, and we're getting a 3D Donkey Kong with Donkey Kong Bonanza. Dude, who is making this game? Because Donkey Kong Bonanza is looking incredible. I can't wait to play that game. Actually, like, it looks so good. It looks like an Incredible Hulk game. And if any of you played any of the older Incredible Hulk games, the ones on PS2, the ones on PS3, like the Incredible Hulk, the one based on the Edward Norton film, and even the Incredible Hulk, like Ultimate Destruction and all that stuff like that, it's giving those vibes, and I'm all for it. It looks destructive. It looks maniacal. The details of Donkey Kong, the fur, the art style, everything just looks so good. And I'm so very excited for that. It looks amazing. So with all that being said, all those details gone through and all of those games that really excited me, that is what made me come to the conclusion that I saw the Direct as about an 8. Some issues that I had with the Direct was they did not reveal the price in the Direct. We actually had to wait just about a good 15 to 20 minutes for the website to finally update, and people refreshing and getting a bunch of information and doing conversions from Japan and stuff like that. But then finally it popping up on the North American website. We had to wait to get the price from that. And most likely due to the tariff situation that is going on in North America and all those things like that, the Switch 2 official price will be $450 with a bundle including Mario Kart World for $500. So that is pretty much the biggest issue that I had with the Direct. Outside of that, there were, just like I said, there were some parts that dragged as far as like games that I just really didn't care about, but that's not my fault. There's a game for everyone. There was a game for everyone here, and I think that was amazing. And Nintendo fans are just eating good when it comes to this platform as far as what's coming to it. So outside of that, that's just my initial impressions on the Switch 2 Direct. I just want to get quick and concise with this because I have more videos coming later today. I'm going to be looking at some trailers, going to be trying to break down things that I see and things that I liked about them, and just kind of go from there. So this is SoraLifeStory. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. And we're going to be going out of the wazoo with Switch 2. So I hope you are ready to talk about Switch 2, because that is what we're going to be talking about. Switch 2, baby. Let's go. Peace.